I'm one of those blessed kids who can hardly remember a time that I wasn't a Christian. My dad had a powerful conversion experience when I was a kid. He saw a vision while he was driving, and he came home, found my mum. She was praying on the floor, and she shouted at him and said, you give your life to the Lord as well, and that way we can celebrate together. And that happened when I was 4 or 5. I just started school, and since then I've been brought up as a Christian. It was about a year after that I had a strange dream in which I was at my local church. I was going to a Methodist church at the time. I'd just been to Sunday school, and I was searching for my mum. I was looking for absolutely everywhere, and suddenly, bang, Jesus was there. Jesus stood in front of me, and I said, "Do you know where my mum is?" And he said, I need your mum. I'm looking after her. You've got nothing to worry about. You've got work to do here, but I need your mum." I told my mum the next morning at breakfast. She was really quite freaked out. But it meant that a year later, when my mum was in a freak accident and died when a motorbike hit her on the pavement, I knew exactly where my mum was. Jesus was looking after her. I was only about 7, but I already just trusted that's where my mum was, because Jesus was good. It wasn't until I was 12, though, that I got to understand the faith that I'd been brought up in. I was at Anfield. My mum and dad, it was my stepmum by that point, were helping at a Billy Graham campaign. I heard Billy Graham explain the cross for the first time. Jesus Christ had died for my sins. He had taken the pain and the punishment that should have been mine, because I had walked away from God, but he took the punishment so I could have heaven. The heaven that Jesus should have had, I got to have. And that night I walked down onto the Anfield turf, and I gave my life to the Lord and said, I will do, Lord, whatever you want me to do. I will give my whole life to you. And that was back in it wasn't too that. It was 1984 that I made that decision, and I've been living my life for Jesus Christ ever since. Jesus is faithful to me. I've been through all kinds of difficulties since then, and he has never deserted me. He hasn't given up on the London City Mission for the last 185 years. And I can tell you this: if you haven't given your life to the Lord yourself, today is the day of salvation. I would just recommend you give your life to Jesus. He is faithful and good, and he won't let you down.